If you love The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt, then chances are that you are a fan of isekai anime. While we wait for the next episode to air, is there anything similar to watch? In fact, there is plenty of fantasy isekai anime out there. Today, we'll go over the top 10 anime like The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt. If you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. This is ES Anime, and now, let's start the list. At number 10 we have how a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom. Kazuya Soma is summoned to another world rife with adventure. There, the king cedes his throne to the young hero and Soma finds himself saddled with a kingdom in decline. Now, he shows the true might of his heroism by rehabilitating the country, not through adventure or war, but through rigorous economic administration. This is the series you would get if The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt was actually actively trying to better his kingdom rather than have an excuse to sell it. It really is just that similar. At number 9 we have That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. After a run-in with a robber, the 37-year-old Satoru is suddenly killed. However, he finds himself able to reincarnate into a fantasy world as a slime named Rimuru Tempest. This allows him a fresh new life of adventure while being surrounded by a number of other unique beings. While The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt doesn't take itself seriously, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime does. It isn't all about realm administration, but a part of the series is how the main character creates and grows their kingdom. However, when That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime does do comedy, it does it really quite similarly to Genius Prince. At number 8 we have Amagi Brilliant Park. Kani Seiya, a smart, but narcissistic high school student, believes that the reserved Sento Isuzu has invited him on a date to the amusement park. However, the park turns out to not only to be run down, but his date was more of job recruitment. Recruited as the new manager, can he turn this park around in just 3 months? What is a kingdom if not a large amusement park? Really though, both series are about very smart individuals who end up managing a place and the variety of unique characters within. Amagi Park has the main character actually trying to help rather than failing upwards, but it still does a lot of comedy. At number 7 we have Mayu Tilda Archenemy and Hero. After 15 years of warfare with the demon world, the hero is unsatisfied with their advance and rushes forward to the Demon Queen's castle. There he not only finds a beautiful woman that is the queen, but she needs his help. To his surprise, she offers a way to not only help his country, but hers as well. Together, they join forces to make that dream a reality. Both of these series are fantasy series, not necessarily about grand battles, but rather about how they manage their kingdom. However, Mayu takes itself seriously, though it is not without moments of fun comedy. At number 6 we have High School Prodigies Have It Easy Even in Another World. After their plane goes down, 7 prodigy children wake up to find themselves in another world. However, as none of them are just normal students, they set out to improve and take over this world through the use of their specialties. Both of these series are about naturally talented genius people who are trying their very best to not be amazing. The comedy in each series comes from them often failing at that. At number 5 we have Didn't I Say to Make My Abilities Average in the Next Life. Because of her exceptional abilities, Misato Kurihara never got to live a normal life. However, after her sudden death, she is offered reincarnation and one wish. Her wish is to have average abilities so that she can live an average life. Unfortunately, reincarnated as a noble's daughter, she still has impressive magic ability. Determined to still have her normal life, she flees to a faraway hunter school and attempts to hide her abilities. Both series are about people in a fantasy world trying their hardest to suck despite their prodigal natural talent for things. That's it, really. Didn't I Say to Make My Abilities Average in the Next Life is a comedy, but it is a cute girls doing cute things style comedy. At number 4 we have I've Been Killing Slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. Dying from overwork, Azusa Aizawa is allowed to reincarnate into a new world as a witch that will live forever. Wanting to never be overworked again, she leisurely kills slimes in order to pay for living expenses. However, this meager amount of XP stacks over 300 years of doing it, and she finds herself at max level. Fearing someone will try to thrust work upon her, she decides to try and hide her strength. While The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt is about trying to believably fail so he can do what he wants, I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level is about trying to live a quiet and pleasant eternal life only to become overpowered and legendary. 300 Slimes is more of a slice of life, cute girls doing cute things comedy show, however. At number 3 we have The Disastrous Life of Seiki K. Seiki Kuso has a wide array of superpowers that include things like telepathy and telekinesis. He is so overpowered that he could, in fact, conquer the world in just a few days, but Seiki just wants to live a normal life. He dislikes his superpowers and does his best to hide them so he can live peacefully. It doesn't go well. While the normal school life comedy of Seiki K is a fair stretch away from the fantasy comedy that is Genius Prince, both shows are kind of about failing upwards. Seiki actively tries to be average and often fails because he is such a power psychic. If nothing else, both shows are great comedies. At number 2 we have Alderman on the Sky. The world is currently embroiled by war between the Kajvarna Empire and the Kyorka Republic. Within a corner of the empire, a young man prepares to take his high-grade military officer exam. He is lazy and lecherous, but no one would expect his name would go down in history as a legendary military general. This is his story. If you took Ween and placed him in a war anime, you would still end up with Ikta. He hates war, but possesses military genius. He isn't skilled in battle, but he forms great strategies. While Alderman has comedic moments, it does have a plot that it follows. At number 1 we have Akashic Records of a Bastard Magic Instructor. Sistine is a dedicated student at the Magical Academy where she hones her skills. She eventually hopes to solve the great mystery of the Sky Castle, but when her teacher retires, the replacement, Glenn Radars, turns out to be a lazy bastard. How is it that this incompetent man was hand-picked as the best magician in the academy? If you enjoyed the sort of fantasy comedy that The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt created, Akashic Records of a Bastard Magic Instructor does something similar. It is a school-life comedy series about a magic school where the main character is quite silly, but actually very talented as well. In both series, they try not to use their skills. Well, that's it for the list. If you enjoyed this video make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also check out my other videos. Bye.